What is up? What is up, people? What is up, you? What is up, me? What is up, him, her, you, me, it, them, all of us? Well, just a Sunday. That's like 20 seconds I just wasted of your time when I just said absolutely nothing. We got to cut to the point. We got to make this short and sweet and get right into the crux of the information that you've been longing for the entire week. What information are you talking about? The information that you haven't been privy to. The information that I'm keeping secret. The information that I wanted to divulge into you now. This being hindsight, of course. Of course, let's talk about the sports gambling addiction that I have. I always say I'm only going to bet one game, but there was just way too many free money situations going on this week. Of course, I bet against the Jets and the Giants every week, so that's a standard thing. So with the Giants looking terrible, I wanted that. I don't even count that as my one bet of the week because that's a thing. Okay, so I looked at what I believe to be the most underrated team out there right now, and I have to say it's the Michael Vick Philadelphia Eagles. The Michael Vick Philadelphia Eagles. Michael Vick, I like when there's somebody who's playing with a chip on their shoulder. When there's somebody out there looking to prove something, looking for a comeback, dog killer and all. But you got to give the guy some credit, and you knew Philadelphia's always a decent team, and now with Michael Vick at the helm, and going into Jacksonville, ooh, we're afraid of Jacksonville. Only if it was in Philly, this would have been an 8-point spread. But because it was on the road in Jacksonville, it was only -3. Free money. Also free money was anybody who thought the Tampa Bay Buccaneers was a good team. I know they're playing the Pittsburgh Steelers, and we don't know exactly too much about how the Steelers are going to perform. But that was a nice bet too. Also, Alto. We also had my favorite eep op. I can't remember what I'm going to say now. Let me look. I might as well see. I try to do this sometimes off the top of my head. We had the Giants, and we liked the Steelers. What was the other one? We liked the Bengals. Oh, right, the 49ers. What I like doing is betting against teams that are terrible, and the 49ers are terrible. Not a big fan with the Chiefs, but I gotta say. I didn't take the game, but I did like the game. I will never bet on or against the Chiefs. I've been getting it wrong for 25 years, and not betting on them, I guess, continued that streak today. But the lock of the week was the Philadelphia Eagles. That's why I didn't go crazy with the other games. And right now, I'm going to take half the money I made on these games, and we're sticking with Miami plus the 3. If you can get the 3, it'd be nice. But if you're only getting the 2.5, you might as well take the 2. Oh, I'm looking at the wrong line. Look at me giving misinformation. Good thing I caught this. And I'm thinking that the Jets were going to be favored. It's in Miami. Silly boy. So we're going to just... Oh, so that's good. So if it's only 2.5, that's really good. But we're not going to go that way. Let's look at the money line when you don't have to worry about points. And today's date at 6:28. The money line right now is plus 122, minus 135. So we're laying $135 on the Miami to win the game. That's the way we're going to go. All right, I'm going to leave you a little glimpse more of Ashley on the Loose later on tonight. And a lot of new shows coming on TV. I can't wait. Dexter's back. Loving the Dexter. I've been into the Dexter since day one. Boardwalk Empire, if you like gangsters and the story of Atlantic City, wasn't a bad start. Except for Steve Buscemi. I love the guy and all. But ever since Fargo, anytime he's in something, I'm just waiting for him to go, "You shot me! You shot me in the fucking face! You fucking shot me! Who the fuck are you?" Fargo. Most underrated movie ever. But Joey Dippard's coming back this week. Gave you a little taste of Joey eating a fish taco. Joey Dippard's going to be big this week. We got Ashley's on the Loose. We got the Jesus Christ of Wall Street, which we're probably going to run with that one tomorrow after Ashley. So make sure you come to hitthebid.com. The website is fully functional, either if I'm there or if I'm not there. and I'm going to be looking for a new office this week. So I'll start off in the home office. I think the doors are still open. And if you come on and I have internet access, hopefully I do at the office tomorrow, I'll give you a little bit of insight what this was all about and what kind of catastrophe this is in my life. And going back to the stock market and people questioning, wondering how I possibly didn't make any money. You got to remember, I came in this year long quid from 53, 36, 28, and 19. Remember that? Remember that trade? So easily forget my disaster that I started the year off with. Yeah, I had quid. Remember? Rode that all the way down to 16. Bought the mother load, managed to get out around 19, so the load, well, it wasn't so bad. But the HIG was a destruction, destroyed me. And there was something else in there somewhere. Even Digital Globe kind of let me down at one point. But no, the year sucked once again. And all I'm telling you right now is if this bull market is real, Google now, let's not look at Google as a $520 stock. If I told you I got a $52 stock that I think should be $75 by the end of the year, you'd jump in it, wouldn't you? So that's what I'm saying. Buy 1 share, 10 shares, 100 shares, whatever you can afford. I have 1,000 shares. Not officially 1,000 shares, but I bought in the money calls, 10 of them. So in essence, I own 1,000 shares of Google right now. Actually 2,000, but I don't look at the $600 calls for December as too much of a risk. I bought them for $4. I think Google is going to carry this market for the rest of the year. I remember when I made a prediction about Google last time, that was the beginning of that last sell-off. Google now has sold off, I think, the last 3 quarters. It's not going to happen this time. Google will have a report that is just unbelievable. They're going to, like, whistles and bells and balloons are going to come flying out of everywhere when they report their earnings. 60-point minimum rally. Because the stock will be about 580 at the point. I'm saying you get about 650 on the stock. And I'm talking about a month from now. And then when it's 650, 750 can't be too far off. And then when it hits 750, you gotta go to 1,000. Why do stocks go to 80, that go to 100, and they go to 100, they go to 120? That's what happens in a bull market. And if you still want to deny the fact that we're in a bull market, I know all the reasons, and I know the insanity, and that's why we're marching on Washington October 30th. Join me and some of my cohorts. We're taking a bus ride. We'll give the hotel that we're at. We're going to have a party Friday night. And we should be able to wake up in enough time Saturday morning to enjoy the Rally to Restore Sanity, hosted by my friend and everybody's friend, Jon Stewart. We'll be there. We're going to get a hotel in walking distance to the National Mall, or the Great Mall, whatever they call it. And that's what we're going to do. Vegas might be out of the question right now because I was hoping. The funny thing is about this market, May, June, July, and August, I made money. Those months were not blockbuster, but when the market goes nowhere, it makes sense to me because that's the frame of mind that I was in. I bought on the dips because I figured we weren't crashing anymore, and I wasn't afraid to short when the market would go up 3 or 4 days. But of course, now all that got ruined because I got short the Qs. And I went to go see Wall Street on a Monday, and I'm still short the Qs. So I was short the Qs all last week. Awesome. Awesome. So that's that. All right. So Ashley on the loose tomorrow. Jesus Christ of Wall Street. We got Joey Dippard in the docket soon. And we're just going to, and if you have any suggestions for what we could do, because if I'm not going to have an office, then I'm going to wander the streets of Wall Street causing trouble.
What's wrong with him? What's going on out there? Oh, shit.